And the question is, are these murders connected? Corey Perkins, WBZ News reporting to you live.
He had a black mask and black gloves on. He came in so silently that I didn't even know there was anyone in the house. He didn't say a word. He just took his axe and he killed him. He pushed me out of the way when I started screaming, and I tried to make him stop, and
I'm sorry, ma'am, but how did they kill your husband?
I'm sorry, ma'am. You don't have to answer that question. We can get that information from the autopsy. When did you say this happened again?
Around midnight, I guess. We like to stay up late watching television because it's the only time that we get to be alone because the kids are in bed.
Was the door locked? How could the murderer have gotten in?
I have no idea. Doors are always locked now because of everything going on.
And you didn't make a sound?
No, not a peep.
Are you sure you just didn't hear it because of a television or anything else, any other noise that was going on?
We keep the television quiet so that the kids don't wake up.
Did the murderer go anywhere near your kids?
Of course not. I would have died before letting him get anywhere near their bedrooms.
Is there anyone who would have had access to your household, like a neighbor or relative?
No, we are incredibly private people.
Thank you, Mrs. Taver. You have done more than enough for this case. We'll contact you and let you know if we find anything else.
That's it? My husband was murdered, and all you have from me is we'll let you know?
I'm sorry, ma'am. This case is still inconclusive.
You people are sick!
Everything she said is like every single other witness. There's no variation at all. Her husband was standoffish and he didn't talk to people. I don't understand how this could have even happened.
Why did you ask her how her husband was murdered?
You were asking questions too. Surprise, that's my job.
She is in a state of trauma. After you asked her that question, she didn't trust us.
Well, I guess unlike you, I wanted answers. Move. Move! Well, you were playing Mr. Nice Guy. I decided to find out how Jeff Taver was murdered, like my job description states.
How was he murdered?
And one sec. They slashed his stomach down the middle, and then they did a circle to cut it out. It was most likely done with an axe, or a large blade. There were bits of rust found in his blood, so we're assuming that it is an axe, because a rusty axe or something.
How could he have done that with an axe?
I don't know, but we need to. So they cut him like this. All right, ready?
Yep.
Look at the previous victim. Exact same slash pattern. So this is how he's leaving his mark. He's cutting them in a slash pattern that's a circle with a line through it. We are doing our research to figure out what it means, but that's what we have. Detective Forney.
It's me. The locations hit have zero pattern. The murders are almost identical in occupancy. The murderer makes no sound, murders using the same slash pattern when killing his victims, and leaves. There's no different variable.
I noticed that too. Also, Lot Taver insists no one had access to the house, but if that's true, someone would have had to break a door down. So I did some digging, and all of the 3 victims had the same housekeeper, Cecil Azazel. He also works for a variety of people in the area.
Would he have a key?
Maybe, but would he have to? I mean, if he was left in the house for any period of time, he could have messed with the lock or something.
But why?
No idea. At first I thought maybe money was a factor, but he came in, he murdered, and then he left. So I contacted the police department and they confirmed nothing was stolen. I guess serial killers rarely have a reason, they just have a problem.
Can we bring him in for questioning tomorrow?
10 a.m.
Perfect. Update me with anything else.
Okay. Mr. Azazel, where were you Wednesday, October 11th at 12 a.m.?
I don't know. Hell, probably sleeping.
And do you have anyone who can confirm that?
Do you have someone to confirm that I was sleeping? No.
What about your wife?
She wasn't home.
And where was she?
Woman, how would I know?
Well, you're married.
Technically.
You were arrested for assault about 5 years ago. Can you explain what happened there?
When someone doesn't follow through on a deal, you can just show them that's not how you treat someone providing a service.
Drugs?
Nothing you can prove.
Did you have access to any substances on October 11th at 12 a.m., September 23rd at 12 a.m., or September 16th at 12 a.m.?
I don't know, Ms.
Forney.
How long were you working for the Reynolds family, the Price family, and the Taver family?
Wait, hold up. Are you accusing me of murder? You think I killed those people? What evidence do you even have? I'd like to speak to a lawyer before I answer any more of your questions.
You're not a suspect of anything yet. We're just questioning people close to the victims.
Because I'm the only one you're talking to. I'd like to talk to a lawyer. I'm done with this.
Fine, you're free to go.
That was absolutely ridiculous.
It's him. Why wouldn't he be diligent with information? He wouldn't tell us anything. It fits. He's extremely defensive and he has no witnesses.
Sebastian, we can't arrest him. All we have is a refusal to comply. That's not enough to convict someone for murder. You are smart enough to know that.
That man killed 3 innocent people for no reason at all, and you won't do anything about it. You don't even care.
Calm down. You yourself said he was free to leave. You knew we couldn't arrest him without a reason.
That's a lie.
What is wrong with you?
I'm calling Lot Taver.
Now is not the time.
I'm calling her.
Hello?
Hi, sorry for calling you at this time, but is there anything you can tell me about the Cecil Azazel?
He comes once a month to clean the house, and he does a really good job. He's an ex-convict, but he was serious about starting a new life, so that's why we hired him.
Yes, when was the last time this man was alone in your house?
We never left him alone in the house. We weren't sure if he'd steal something or not. And he never had a house key either, if that's what you're asking, Mr. Gemini.
Can you tell me again the build of the invader?
Mr. Gemini, I'm sorry, but I do not have time right now to recount the death of my husband, especially on a Thursday morning when my kids are around.
Yes, ma'am. But could you also tell me...
I'm sorry.
What? Yeah, I'll be right there. Hey.
Hey.
Hey, so we checked the locks. It doesn't seem like it could have easily been picked. So whoever killed him is either extremely skilled in doing so, or they had a key.
Can we go in?
Yeah, no, just wear gloves. I'll let the officers know you're entering. Just fair warning, we haven't removed the body yet.
All right.
Excuse me.
Come in.
We looked into it, and they are suspecting an officer. He walked in super silently, and there was no damage to the doorknob, meaning he picked the lock. And if he was able to do that, he must have been very, very trained, as we suspected before. So we are thinking that it may be someone who had training, which would be a police officer.
Fantastic. Do they have any suspects yet, specifically?
No, but we do have a compiled list of every single officer that works in the town and their personal files. So you will be working on that from now on.
So I have to figure it out.
Yep.
Great. Oh, I'll get on it then.